why should I give a damn?
And NASA recently came out with a statement, and I got some questions. I need answers to. NASA pretty much came out with a statement and said astronauts are not allowed to have sex or masturbate while they're in space. Like, sometimes they be in these space stations for 3 years, 2 years, 4 years, and then another person will come or another squad will come and relieve them. They come back to Earth, and they do these tours up in space. That whole time, they're not allowed to masturbate or fuck around because the fluids could get into the air. And they said that if one ejaculation from a man, if they're in a space station, if it gets into the air, it has the capability of impregnating up to 3 women within a week span. Just by being in the air. Just imagine, Breezy, you up there in space, minding your own business. You taking a shower. Next thing you know, you pregnant by some old white dude that was jerking off in the space cabinet.
Bill.
Getting the space nut off.
I listened to this process, but I just want to understand one thing though. Like, so is semen just left over? Is semen, did they not clean
They
it?
in space, B. So that semen, once you bust a nut, you got millions of sperm now. Individuals just floating.
Clusters.
But I'm
floating.
saying in between, like when they let the shuttle down and the gravity comes and the nut fall, they don't clean it. Like
I'm saying they don't get to clean it every few months. My nigga.
I'm pretty
It ain't
sure
months
that-
for them to
I'm pretty
lay
sure-
it.
Every day.
I'm just wondering, I'm trying to think, like, are they talking about in space or are they talking about
No,
like?
they talking about in space. They
That's
talking about when they in space, there's no gravity, and basically if you bust a nut, those motherfuckers can swim around and swarm around in the air because there's no gravity, and it can swim right up in a female while she's just minding her own business, like a mosquito.
Does it like know where to go?
I don't.
They need
That's why
they
I'm
need a room like so they could fuck like a sex
Now
room
this
in
is
space.
our source for this is a New York Times article. This is actual NASA stuff. This isn't us talking shit. This is actual NASA classified shit. So yeah, that's some crazy shit. But the other thing I thought about is how much money would it take for you to do a job where you got to stay in space for 2 years and you can't even jerk off?
You can't fuck in space either?
Because the liquids, the fluids, it gets all up in the air.
Man, I ain't gonna lie, I'ma still take that risk.
So it'll be a whole bunch of baby Ronnie. Everybody be pregnant with baby Ronnie when they come off to space and shit. They don't know why. 'Cause you just been jerking. You just been jerking instead of working.
I'm just gonna be I'm gonna be the person talking about counting down in the lab. I'm not finna be on the shuttle then.
You gotta at least be able to
that's too
I feel
long.
like you should be able to catch it with like a net or something. Like if it's just floating,
That's what I'm
A
saying.
nut
Like
net.
what?
like you catch a
That's why I'm like,
firefly
where it's
or-
just in the air.
Yeah,
like
a
it's
nut
matter.
net. There
Like,
you go,
what is
nut
it?
net.
Like, what is?
I don't know. It's kind of a nut net. Oh my God. So no, I don't know what to do with that. Like I said, then I'm wondering. Then think about how much is getting in your mouth. Yeah, you don't know what. If you're a man, somebody jump off. You just sit there. You wake up. You yawn.
But I wouldn't.
Follow your mouth.
All of a sudden, old boy next to you in the bunk next to you, he didn't jerk. Now all of a sudden, you got a crazy taste in your mouth. Like, what the fuck is that? You in space looking like a astronaut Nardo wig, like do. What the fuck is that?
Astronaut eating astronauts, son. That's sick. You a sick motherfucker, man. I tell you.
Motherfucker got an oatmeal cream pie and didn't want one. That's some fucked up
I
shit.
feel like it's happened so many times. That's why they know all these things. Like the
crazy
up to
shit.
3 women, it's all happened.
No, of course it's happened. That's why they had to put out a warning. This
But
was-
imagine you a baby that was born like the way, like that's like some Jesus shit. You feel me? Like I'm God. Bust a nut. Nah, bitch is pregnant.
So Ronnie, we already know what Ronnie would be doing.
Oh my God, you gonna do it on
Ronnie would
purpose?
be buzzing. Yeah, he'd be buzzing us right in the shower, busting
I
my
come back, my name be Future. This motherfucker. By the time I come back off the ship, I'm telling you.
We did our research. Whoever
Do they
went to the
just-
shower
do
got
they move
pregnant.
around like that's
Hell
just
no,
so
I
crazy.
plan on being successful. They ain't coming after me.
That shit crazy.
I'm-
I'm catching them bitches and selling them. Astronaut nut that'll go for a lot of money.
Well, speaking of catching those bitches, Breezy, somebody I feel like that needs to be caught is Charleston White. He has become the new 6ix9ine for me, but he's worse than 6ix9ine because he's a nigga. So he has the ability to infiltrate certain spaces, and you actually got certain crowds of people following him, like giving him that praise and gassing him up. And it's crazy because a lot of these it's a sad sight to see. It's the same thing I kind of saw with Dr. Umar, where these old niggas are showing why the younger generation doesn't respect them. Because what happens is they're not used to social media, and they're not used to their voice being able to be heard on a certain level. So what happens is they start off trying to be these educational figures, trying to teach and trying to do that. Then they get attention. And then you see the attention swallow them and they turn into a fucking clown. And oh, look at me. I'm an old nigga on camera, the young nigga. And then now you're just a fucking circus act now. Now you went from somebody that's supposed to be a youth administrator or somebody that was for the youth. Now
that's who he was.
Yeah, he was like Charleston White. Don't get it twisted. Charleston White was somebody who was helping the youth, talking to youth, getting them out of gangs. Like he was a positive figure, just like a lot of these people start off as. Then they go viral. Then they do some clown shit and everybody love them. Now every time you see them, it's some clown shit now. And it's fucked up now that we keep on promoting this circus act. We see what happened. There was a recent situation with him and Soulja Boy. I'm guessing Charleston White started macing the Soulja Boy's little crew. They both online talking shit about it. But what's going to happen when somebody really fucked Charleston White
they
up?
Said
Soulja Boy
they said Soulja Boy tried to walk up on him with 10 niggas and then he ended up macing them.
But does Charleston White give out the energy that warrants somebody walking up on him with 10 niggas?
I don't know what he said about Soulja Boy,
No,
but I mean
shit
it
he
is
be
Soulja
talking,
Boy.
yeah,
Soulja Boy not gangster, so it makes sense that he'll try to beat up an old nigga like that.
That's true.
Like,
That's true.
But he's pointing guns.
And then he got maced by the nigga. It just further proves he's not gangster.
But Soulja Boy has pop niggas. He has pop niggas. Pop. Like so, let's
shoot.
Let's not shit on Soulja like he's just a bitch. Like he's an actor. He's a clout chaser. Don't get me wrong. He's a clout chaser for sure. But he ain't no hoe.
1-on-1 to fight, he'll whoop your ass.
No. We'll talk about that. That's irrelevant. We're talking about. Soulja Boy is not a hoe. Okay, that's what I want to say.
$1 million, you gotta wear Soulja Boy shoes for the rest of the year.
Oh, easy.
Oh, Breeze, that's easy, Lil. We rocking them bitches like they
Soulja
Jordan.
Boy commercials and shit. Boy.
They look like babes with a smiley face on.
I'll make a whole song with him and get the Soulja Boys. Slide in them bitches. What you mean?
You get the shoe cam on the podcast and everything.
Shoe cam. Look at it. These are the new
Soulja Boy.
Boys.
The Packer editions, customs.
Got the autumn editions. Custom made just for me. SouljaBoy.com. You know what time it is. Fuck that. That was evil. But back to the product I have. If something bad happens to Charleston White, will you guys feel bad? That was the question I wanted to get to. You know, something bad happens to Charleston White. Breezy, you know what I'm talking about, the old Tylenol pillhead ass nigga with the cocked Dr. Ruckus eye. Would you feel bad? Is he getting what he deserves?
Yes. Yeah, I don't feel bad for him at all.
I don't feel bad, not one bit, because I have family members that's involved in extracurricular activities, and I don't think like you can't wish death on no one. I don't care like what. That's not a way to get a kid out of a game to me. They're gonna rebel a lot of times against that. So yeah, you trying the right ones, and you gonna get what you gonna get.
I don't feel bad for him. He just old nigga talking shit though. Shit, keep talking your shit, nigga.
But you want to know another theory I'm starting to have? What if him and 6ix9ine are both government agents? Because I'm starting to think of some of these motherfuckers be undercovers or plants put in place to antagonize and expose certain groups. And that's why, because like, if you think about, and we talked about this on the show, when 6ix9ine came out, this nigga did a worldwide, this nigga literally went to every hood around America trying to test everybody. That's something, like, if I'm a FBI agent, that's perfect for me. Because every time somebody retaliates or speaks out or says something, I can profile it in my database. Now I got a whole profile on who's responding to what, who's retaliating to what. I'm putting it in my profile because I know everybody's addicted to clout. I'm using that clout chasing against them. That's exactly what Charleston White doing. And think about it. We just talked about the black woman down in Atlanta that's trying to get everybody on these RICOs. When you in the government and all this other shit, they don't really give a fuck about justice. They want the big fish. They want the big names. to make themselves look good. So why wouldn't these motherfuckers use rappers or use plants or use people to antagonize rappers to kind of entrap them and make them lock themselves up? And the whole time you getting a plea deal and protection by millionaires or people, whatever, corporate sponsors in the background that's like, Hood, just play this character. Don't worry, we got you. The most you'll do is this in jail if this happens. I think these motherfuckers is part of a bigger plan. That's why I feel like the Charleston White and 6ix9ine motherfuckers is dangerous, because I don't think these motherfuckers are working alone. I think it's part of a bigger conspiracy. Yeah, I'll put my tinfoil cap. I'll do that. But I think it's a bigger thing going on. The type of danger they're putting themselves in by saying the shit that they're saying all the time, you only do that if you got protection. And what other what entity can protect
He said
you
he got guns
these days? We just said everybody can get touched. We talked about everybody can get touched. What would be the only thing that you think that somebody can say protects you that you can be, okay, I might be straight? FBI maybe, military maybe,
or he could just not go out nowhere. Like like Charleston White, he don't like he ever in the hood. Like only people that's gonna press him is Soulja Boy. Like Soulja Boy, and where they at the fucking BET Awards?
Think about that, Ronnie. This is like the third or fourth time he just happened to be where a celebrity or a little a black male celebrity was at, and he clashed. Why does he happen? You say he don't go outside, but he just happens to be where these niggas be at. Well, they planting him in these spots. This shit is all strategy. You just happen to be where Dirt coming out at. You just happen to be where fucking Soulja Boy at. Why are you there?
No, I feel you. It's even on the lower tier, bro. I've been feeling this since. Remember, I don't know if you remember Alpha Omega, who was an agent that they put basically in T.I.'s camp, and he didn't even realize it until later on, and he was making music and everything, and it's like, man, these plants is I think it's been happening even with Tupac, like all of that.
Yeah, shout out, because even when you watch these movies, right? We watch these gangster flicks all the time, and there's always an inside guy or some crazy ass shit that in the movie don't think that shit. That's all based on real life, man. Look, we got to start nipping. We got to be more. We got to get more on our gatekeeping when it comes to the culture and start nipping some of these motherfuckers in the bud. And that's the last I'm even going to speak on, dude, because I don't even think we should give people like Charleston White any type of light. We should start blacking them out. Don't even acknowledge their fucking presence no more. Stop sharing them. Stop fucking with them, because I think those motherfuckers are the ops and the cops.